Hi, my name is Jennifer Mullins. I'm the owner of Mullins Tutoring Incorporated. Today I'm going to review solving multi-step linear equations. To solve a multi-step linear equation, we need to move all the variables to one side and the constants to the other side. We did this through the order of operations until the variable is isolated. Once the problem is solved, the answer can then be plugged into the original equation to make sure that it's correct. So the first problem we're going to do is 2 times in parentheses 1 minus x plus 3 equals negative 8. So the first thing I'm going to do is use the property of distribution. 2 times 1 is 2 minus 2 times x is 2x plus 3 equals negative 8. I'm going to combine like terms on the left side of the equal sign. 2 plus 3 is 5 minus 2x equals negative 8. I want to move the 5 to the other side of the equal sign since it does not have a variable. So since it's a positive 5, I'm going to subtract 5 from both sides. The 5's cancel. I bring down the negative 2x. When the signs are the same, we bring down the sign, so this would be negative, and 8 plus 5 is negative 13. I'm going to divide both sides by negative 2 to isolate the x, and x equals, when a negative divided by negative is positive, it becomes 13 halves. I can also write it as a decimal, which is 6 and 5/10. Now I'm going to go back and plug what x is equal to in the original equation. So I have 2, 1 minus 6.5 equals negative 8. In order of operations, we do what's in parentheses first, so I'll just bring my 2 down. 1 minus 6 and 5/10 is 5 and 5/10, and it will be a negative. Is equal to negative 8. I'm now going to multiply negative 5 and 5/5. Oops, forgot the plus 3 on the outside. So now I will multiply 2 times negative 5 and 5/10, which is negative 11 plus 3 equals negative 8. And when I subtract 3 from 11, I get negative 8, because we always keep the sign of the greater absolute value. Negative 8 is equal to negative 8. So x equals 13 halves, or 6 and 5/10. Try another problem. Here we have h plus 6 divided by 5 equals 2. The first thing I want to do is get rid of the 5 So since I'm dividing by 5, I'm going to multiply both sides by 5. And I can always write 5 over 1 as a fraction because any number divided by 1 is itself. And on this side, I will multiply by 5, which is the same as 5 over 1. I'm going to cancel my 5's. I now have h plus 6 is equal to 10. I will subtract 6 from both sides so that I have my variable on one side and my constants on the other. The 6's cancel. H is equal to 4 because the greater absolute value is 10 and it's positive. I can now go back to my original equation. 4 plus 6 over 5 is equal to 2. 10 divided by 5 equals 2, and 2 is equal to 2, and that's my solution. So h equals 4 is the solution to this problem. On the problem on the right, we have 36 equals 13n minus 4n. In this problem, I'm going to bring the 36 down because there's nothing to combine it with. And I'm going to combine my 13n and negative 4n. So since there's a subtraction sign, I'm subtracting 13 and 4, which gives me 9n. And now I want to get the n by itself, so I'm going to divide both sides by 9. N is equal to 4. So we can check this. We have 36 is equal to 13 times 4 minus 4 times 4. Bring down our 36. And 13 times 4 is 52. Minus 4 times 4 is 16. When I subtract the 16 from the 52, I come out with 36 is equal to 36. So let's look at the last set of problems. In this one, on the left, I have 4 times 1 minus p equals negative 4p plus 4. I'm going to do distribution of the 4 to the 1 and the negative p. So 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times negative 1p, and even though we don't see that, we can know that any variable has a 1 in front of it. So I'd have minus 4p is equal to negative 4p plus 4. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add 4p to both sides. When I do this, I will actually cancel my 4p's on both sides, and I have 4 is equal to 4. When I have one side equal to the other, I have an infinite number of solutions. In this case, if we take p is equal to 5, we'll substitute it into the original equation. 4 times 1 minus 5 is equal to negative 4 times 5 plus 4. First thing I'm going to do in order of operation is combine what's in parentheses. 4 times negative 4 is equal to negative 4 times 5 is negative 20 plus 4. I multiply 4 times negative 4, which is negative 16. That equals negative 20 plus 4, since this 20 is the greater absolute value, is negative 16. So any number that I put in for p will give me a solution to this equation. Let's look at the equation on the right-hand side. We have 3 parentheses 5x plus 2 parentheses is equal to 15x. I'm going to use the distribution property to multiply both 5x and 2 by 3. I would have 15x plus 6 is equal to 15x. I'm going to subtract 15x from both sides. In this case, it cancels on both sides of the equal sign. So I'm left with 6 is equal to 0, which is not a true statement. So for this equation, there is no solution. So as we've seen, we can have x is equal to a number, a constant. We can have an infinite number of solutions if one side is equal to the other. And we can see that there's also no solutions when one side does not equal the other. I hope this video has been helpful for you. If you would like to and you live in the Phoenix area, please feel free to contact me about private tutoring. Also check out my other videos on YouTube. Thank you.